The Los Angeles Lakers NBA playoff run ended on Monday night as they were swept by the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. Now, there's many questions about what is next for the Lakers, especially their superstar LeBron James. So let's get some answers to those questions. Joining us from LA is a great sports journalist for the Long Beach Post. That is Jackie Ray. Jackie, how you doing?
I've seen better Tuesdays.
I'm sure you and other people out in LA, particularly the Laker fans, have seen better Tuesdays. Lakers have seen a lot of winning, so they've definitely seen better Tuesdays. But Jackie, let's start with LeBron here. After the Game 4 loss to the Nuggets, Chris Haynes of Bleacher Report and TNT reported that King James is unsure if he'll be with the Lake Show when the 2023-2024 season starts in the fall, and retirement is under consideration. Based on what you saw from King James during this playoff run, do you believe it is time for LeBron to hang it up?
I think it depends on a few things. I don't think physically he has to retire. I think he still is one of the best players in the game right now. But I think if he's going to stay in the game, there's a few things that he needs to consider. Number one, as you get older, you have to modify your game. If he's going to shoot threes, he needs to be good at threes. He can't just be out here shooting threes willy-nilly. He also can't play point. He's never, ever really excelled at that position. So he's got to really embrace the small or power forward. And he's got to really embrace and empower his teams. But the thing is like he is understandably not trustworthy of a lot of his teammates. He's used to being the driving force of every single team that he's been on. He's used to being the reason why they win. He has to learn to trust his teammates, and they have to be empowered to step up and play very well. So I think it just depends on the situation. I think he also needs to trust his coach. LeBron's basketball IQ is extremely high. So I think that there's a tug and push there with coaches a lot of times. So there has to be a lot of trust on the part of LeBron if he's going to play another season.
When I hear you say that, it sounds like a lot of adjustments that you would hear or hope that happens with aging stars. It's interesting to watch on the back end of their career. Now that the Lakers, they've been bounced, Jackie, the attention will turn to the offseason. There's going to be rumors of Kyrie Irving coming to LA. Do you think the Lakers can return to championship contention next season? And if so, what moves do they need to make this offseason?
So I'm going to say something that's probably not popular. I don't think the thought process should be, let's get a championship next season. I think that thought process is continually been what has plagued the Lakers. When you're talking about championship, you don't want to just be one and done. You want to have at least be in contention to run it back. And to do that, you have to build a team that has longevity. The Lakers have done this whole thing for years now, where it's let's win right now. And winning right now does not necessarily work. When you're talking about you're getting older vets that you think have the longevity, the basketball IQ in the league that can help you win right now, they're also more plagued to injuries. So you have to really think about the long game. I think you empower people like Yuri, Austin, D'Angelo, and you figure out, okay, is this going to be our young core? And does bringing in a player like Kyrie, which I don't think that's a problem. I love Kyrie, so anytime Kyrie is going to come, I'm with that. But if you bring him in, okay, let that be our star vet. But how can we build around this young core talent? So now we have a potential dynasty. I think if you're trying to really build so you can win next season, that's a detriment to the legacy of this team.
All right, talking about building for the long term, that's something you're right. The Lakers have not done a lot of recently. And last thing here, Jackie, considering the fact that the Lakers started this season 2-10, but they wound up in the Western Conference Finals, how do you assess this season for Los Angeles? And is the future bright for them with an aging superstar that is in limbo right now in LeBron James?
Let me tell you something. I said the Lakers wouldn't survive the play-in. So this is a whole success to me because I just didn't think when you have Anthony Davis who shows up on Monday and he's off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and he might get hurt on Friday, it doesn't give you a lot of confidence. So for them to get to this point where they were really in contention, you're playing the best team in the league. So what I saw from Denver is what I expected to see from Denver. Shout out to Jokic for giving LeBron his credit and saying anything is possible. But he literally went out there and scored 40 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. He did all he could do. So I think the future does look bright if you say, yes, we still have maybe one more year in LeBron, but you really have to consider the value of AD. And can you get more bang for your buck if you build a total and complete team around LeBron if you decide to keep him? Because AD is probably going to be hurt tomorrow.
That's a good bet. You weren't calling them street clothes, but I hear what you're saying there. Always
I was trying
good.
to avoid that.
You tried to avoid that. You tried, or alternate days like the last time we talked about. Tried to leave that nickname out there too. That is the great Jackie Ray from the Long Beach Post. Always good to talk about some LA basketball with her. Definitely going to talk some Sparks basketball on the WNBA side with her in the coming months for sure. Jackie, always good to talk to you. Thank you for the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.